Hi, I'm Judy with the Craig Group and Edina Realty, and today I am joined by Pete Hagstrom with Hagstrom Builders. So Pete's here today to talk. He's a very well-known custom builder in our area, high-end and high quality, and I thought it would be fun to find out from Pete what's happening in his world.
Judy, I thank you so much for bringing me in. This is just a beautiful day, and you know what I find is that inventory is so tight that for the first time in decades, I'm actually building a spec house. I mean, that's how tight it is. Yeah.
Nobody's doing that.
Right, exactly.
Awesome.
Now, I know you do a lot of renovation and new construction. So what are some of the other trends that you're seeing that's really important for your clients?
Master suites on the main floor. You know, so that there's the adaptability for people as, you know, maybe the kids move on, they still want to be able to stay in that house, possibly downsize, but if they want to stay there, they're going to renovate to move that master suite down to the main floor so that they feel comfortable. The kids want to come back to that house that they grew up in, but yet it now accommodates somebody that's into that retirement age.
So part of this process, deciding whether or not you're going to build or buy an existing home, the building process can seem somewhat intimidating for some people. So Pete, what are some of the questions that people ask you whether or not they want to jump into this whole animal?
Where do we begin? You know, how do we take this idea that I have in my head about a house and put it on a piece of paper?
Yeah.
You know, that's the hard part. You know, our website has a kind of a guide for people because it is a daunting process. And you know, you go to bake a cake and you've got this recipe. Well, here you're building a house and people are feeling like, oh, I'm standing on the curb and I don't know what to do. So we've got a pretty good list on our website, hagstrombuilder.com, that kind of talks about what are those questions that you should ask your builder and what should you expect as you get into that process. Most of the time we're working with architects throughout the Twin Cities that help us develop that floor plan, the house plan, you know, those kind of things. So we collaborate with a few different architects throughout the metro area that guide people and us as the builder through the process to take it from that concept that a customer has in their mind to paper, you know, and then from paper, my job to bring it to a dream home.
It is hard to find that vision and finding that step by step. So that's great that you've kind of ironed that out for them. How long do you find that the actual build process takes?
Oh boy, the build process, you know, we can typically anywhere from, let's say, 7 months to 24 months. I mean, it really depends on the size of the house, And obviously the 24, that's a big, big place. Most commonly, you know, we're in 8 to 12 months.
And usually during this process is when I work with you on the value of your home and what's the right timing to sell your current home and what you could expect to net out of it, and what are the projects that maybe we should tidy up before you actually go on the market with that one as well. As you're thinking about making changes in your life and finding out what the right home is for the next chapter in your life, please reach out to Judy Craig, 651-303-1200.